For Pete's sake, have a cigar! Today, For Pete's Sake, Have a Cigar presents Pete and Tom take on the Puros Indios Gran Victoria.
What is up, fellow cigar smokers? This is For Pete's Sake, Have a Cigar. And as I stated last video, my neighbor and I are about to attempt this big bad beast here, the Puros Indios Gran Victoria in Maduro. It is a full-fledged 10-inch cigar. Starts out, it's kind of like a Solomon shape, but at its biggest is probably a 60 ring gauge, and around its smallest is probably a 54-ish. This beautiful beauty is tucked nice and neat in its little wooden cask here. I'm going to go surprise him with it here shortly, and we are going to get started with this. So stay tuned. So as promised, I'm here with my neighbor Tom. Say hi, Tom.
Good morning, good afternoon.
We are going to smoke our Puros Indios giant 10-inch cigars.
That's never mind, I'm not going to say it.
But I was lucky enough to score these on Cigar Bid. Unfortunately, I got in a bidding war. I looked later. The average price is probably $9, and I got this one for about $15. So me and another guy had it out, and but I prevailed in the end, so we could enjoy these. They've been aging probably about 2 to 3 months, I would say. And I took them out this morning to let them breathe a little bit, and here we are.
Never mind, that is
So what is our time? We gotta have a starting time on this.
in Mansfield, Ohio at 1:20 p.m. on a beautiful day in February, middle of February, and it's holy crap, it's 61 degrees.
Yep, kind of unbelievable. It's like spring, early summer here right now. It's quite unbelievable. Well, I'm hoping the draw opens up a little bit. So far, the draw seems a little bit tight. I'm going to give it one more snip here and see if it doesn't open it up a little bit. I think we're going to have to get past this little small part and into the bigger part of the cigar before that opens up, but we will see.
That's still pretty good.
And some people recommend that you clip the small end on this type of cigar because it opens up the draw a little more and it helps it get to the bigger part first, so it burns a little bit better. Lighter, lighter, lighter. Where did you go? Today I am using this Bugatti style lighter. I just got it not too long ago. It is a Zippo style, which I've always wanted. I always thought the flip door is kind of cool, and it has a double jet flame on it, which I thought was super cool. So I'm going to test this out today and see how it works.
And I'm using a typical reload lighter. I like them because I can replace them, but I can also refill them myself. And it's like it has the inner workings in here. Every single time I use it, I don't have to, I don't know, it just seems to last longer than other lighters. I've had this forever. I've had 3 of these actually, but I love these things. So here we go.
It's very, this is going to sound kind of kinky, but it's this very weird lighting this big of a cigar on that little teeny point. But after the first few puffs, this opened right up. Draw is perfect. Just a little bit of resistance. I was very hesitant getting one this big because I didn't know if I would like it or not. So far, pleasantly surprised. It actually Isn't too bad.
No.
I'd say we're ranging about a medium-bodied, maybe going on medium full. What would you say?
Yeah. I mean, I still get that early, just lit stuff going on, but it's, yeah, I like it.
So Tom and I, we've been smoking cigars probably, what would you say, about 3 years now, 4 years?
You and I together?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's been probably 20 years for me.
Well, I meant just us together, not 20 years. I've only lived here a total of 6.
You would have been a little kid. Trying to see you with one of these when you're 12, yeah.
That would have made me 14. Actually 13. So I'm 13. Yeah, 13. I'm 33 going on 34 this year, unfortunately.
So am I.
Maybe times 2.
I need to put this out.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Be interested to see the time on this because we started about 1:20, and I'm guessing 2.5 hours, unless it burns really quick. That's my guess.
It's going to be interesting. Look at that blue smoke coming off that.
Mm-hmm. Very blue smoke.
Yeah.
Trying to pinpoint a few flavors in here for you guys. There's definitely a slight pepper to it. It's got kind of a spicy tingle on the tongue. Maybe a slight earth thrown in there, but nothing. It's a nice, just medium flavored cigar. But the zing in there is kind of interesting. It's not what everyday cigars typically have. It's actually quite pleasant, though. I like it.
The sad thing is I got into cigars trying to. I saw the movie Sideways, which has really got me going into these cigars a lot more, thinking that, I want to see if I can taste the subtleties like Paul Giamatti did in the wine. And sadly, I've never been able to get anything other than pepper. I just know what I like and what I don't like, and this is interesting. I'm looking forward to see how this goes as it burns down.
Well, this is Pete and Tom with For Pete's Sake Have a Cigar. We are about, what would you say, 10 minutes in? 15 minutes in?
3 minutes, no, 8 minutes. 8 minutes.
8 minutes in. And they're burning wonderfully so far. The burn isn't too erratic. It looks like it's burning actually really well so far. We're going to keep going on these, and we'll check back in just a little bit and let you know how it's going. Well, we're about 15 minutes into this monster. I've gotten to the biggest part of the cigar. No ash has dropped off yet. We were just discussing that the construction of this cigar is phenomenal for as big as it is, and the differing sizes throughout the cigar. That takes someone pretty talented to be able to make a cigar that burns this well. I've had a cigar that's not even this big around at the end, and it burns like crap. So as far as that goes, kudos to whoever rolled this one, because this one's very, very nice. The only downside I saw to these was shipping. I got my 2 from Cigar Bid, and the wrapper in places, especially around the mouth, or the cap I should say, and the foot was kind of beat up a little bit, and there's sometimes in the middle part of the cigar the wrapper head came off a little bit, and I actually had to use a little bit of cigar glue before we did these today to fix parts of them, to make sure we could smoke them all the way down without them coming unraveled. But all in all, super impressed so far with everything. As far as taste goes, the little spice tingle on the tongue that I was getting earlier has kind of dropped off. The rest of the flavors remain the same. You have the pepper, a little bit of earth, maybe a little bit of creaminess too. It's a pretty smooth cigar, producing plenty of smoke for sure. Just rolling off the foot. At least mine is.
trying to think of something witty to say, but it dawned on me. I woke up about 15 minutes before we started this, so I'm a late sleeper.
It's only what 1:35 in the afternoon.
Not go there, but yeah, I usually go to bed 4, 5, 6 o'clock. Got to bed at 6 last night, and still a little groggy. But hey, this is a wonderful cigar.
We both had cigars waking up. I had my Macanudo with my coffee. That was, I think it was about 10 o'clock in the morning. That's pretty early for me, but it was very, very nice. Tom's having his breakfast and having a cigar, except his is just a little bit bigger than the one I had. Mine was probably about half this size. That's what she said.
This is... Do you remember when we tried the log cigar?
Oh my gosh!
I think we did it at night so nobody could see us because it looked like a giant. Well, you can make jokes. Yeah, it was only half my size, but yeah. This is kind of similar. We're sitting out on the front porch, and people are gonna go,
Well, the only nice thing about this versus the log, it's a very bland smoke. There's not a whole lot to it. If you like a medium, creamy, really no taste to it stick, that you have to puff your brains out first of all on. But basically, you take the biggest part of this cigar and make it even a little bit bigger yet. Try putting your mouth around one of those and smoking that for about 2.5 hours. I had to quit after, I think it was 2 hours and 5 minutes in. My jaw hurt. And you have to double, triple, quadruple puff that thing over and over and over again just to even keep it lit, because it just doesn't produce smoke, and it's wrapped, in my opinion, pretty crappy, and probably not as tight as it should be, because it just does not stay lit worth anything. Anyways, getting back to this thing is has been awesome so far. I'm very scared of this ash, though. If this thing drops on me, I will be covered.
I'm thinking about dropping it right now, so
I'm going to be daring and hold on and see how much length I can get out of my ash. Nice ash.